This week on Big Eyes, Megumi is not playing around in the culling games. Fireworks spark up from Taiki in Blue Box, and Anya learns a lesson in lying in Spy Family. So stay tuned for these things and more on this week's episode of the Big Eyes Podcast. Welcome to an all-new week of the Big Eyes Podcast. I am AD. I got the boy LJ here. We are here bringing the finest in Shonen Jump, all of manga, for all of you to listen out there. How you doing today, brother?
I'm doing well. The year's coming to an end, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's been a good year, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I've been having fun this year.
Oh yeah, this has been a great year for manga, anime, and all of it. It's been an excellent year. I can't wait for us to do our manga recap. I was Lookout dropped their anime yearly recap yesterday, which is a really great episode. Probably like one of their best. So
I was gonna say, I kind of want to do the style, you want to bring them on, since they did all of their recap, you want to have them come on and give their takes on stuff, because this is the place to do it. We get the chance to really say how we feel about all of the things that's happened this year in the manga form. You know what I mean? But
I mean, maybe we do. Maybe we open up the phone lines or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hear what other people gotta say. But I know a recap's gonna be great. I mean, there's a lot of great things that have happened this year. Villain of the Year made an appearance in My Hero this week, which is great.
Yes, sir. But we can go through this. We can go through some news real quick. Really, this is all going to be about Chainsaw Man, for real. Chainsaw Man by Tatsuki Fujimoto is going to get a complete full-color release digitally in Japan, and all volumes will be released December 20th, 2021.
That's hard. You're not getting those. You're definitely not getting those mangas anytime soon. But that's gonna be great.
Nah, for real.
Good luck, anyone trying to get those mangas. Getting the black and white is hard. The full color, good luck to everybody trying. That's tight though. It's always cool when you see that. You don't. I mean, I don't.
You really don't see that too much.
Okay, I can't lie. Seeing manga in color, it doesn't. It's not my thing.
Really?
It's not my thing. I don't like it. Nah, I don't like it. It's cool. It's just I like the fan art, or when people
do the colorization.
Yeah, do their own color. I think that's cool, but actually reading it full color, it doesn't. I don't know. I like it in black and white.
See, I've read all of the JoJo's in color, because that's the only way I could do it up to a certain point. Because they don't even got part 6 or 7 and 8 on the app, but they got half of part 5, and that's not even in color. None of them are in color, so I just happen to read JoJo's in color, and that's probably why I'm
I think obviously the only part I think I finished reading was part 1 and part of part 2. Yeah. So I've read those in color, which is fine.
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
I think JoJo's that's a special little thing on its own.
Yeah,
I think JoJo's is so left field that my rules for anime and manga go out the window when it comes to JoJo's. It's not just different. I just kind of all right, I gotta just let JoJo's do his thing. I just gotta. I mean, it's wacky for sure.
Yeah, man. But that's a good thing that we got that coming out. Also, we got Fujimoto saying in an interview that he's working on a new one-shot. He got another one-shot in the works.
This might be sad.
Yeah, I don't know.
We cry.
Yeah, look back with something serious. But he also says that Chainsaw Man Part 2 is still under the work, so we probably gonna get both of them coming in 2022 sometime. So keep a lookout for that.
Probably one shot early in the year, then part 2 later.
Yeah, I'd say part 2 probably in the summer. You might get the one shot.
I think part 2 in the fall.
Summer or fall, I could see it. I think it
It'll
would be
late summer if it went for part 2. I think.
Yeah, probably like August-ish.
August, September, around
And then
nothing past November. If it gets to November, we're just getting part 2. I'm gonna be a little sick.
Yeah.
I just went through this entire year, bro. Like,
why you blue balling like this,
bro? But we got the anime though, so we'll be all right.
Yeah. Also, we got the Twitter data. Top 3 best-selling manga. Demon Slayer, JJK, and Tokyo Revengers. They also were the top 10 series most tweeted about on Twitter. So shout out to those 3 again. They're still doing numbers.
I really wonder, like, what made, like, how did those 3 be the ones to get crowned?
Anime. It had to be the anime.
Tokyo Revengers is really the one where I'm like, damn, like, people really fuck with Tokyo. Like, I defend it and I think it's heat, but, like, to think that many people really rock with Tokyo Revengers is crazy.
Yeah, man, it really is crazy.
Because like, even though like it's like the art's super cool, but it's not like Demon Slayer or what I'm saying, JJK, where they got all this like extra special effects and everything else. Like it's pretty normal. Like the characters just look super fucking cool, but I don't know. People like gang shit. I fuck with it. I respect people for that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Gang make the world go round.
I'm not
gang banging really might be the most influential thing in pop culture.
It really is, honestly. It might.
Gang banging really is the most influential thing in pop culture now. That's crazy.
It is. It really is. That's a wild thing to think about. All of these different. We can't really talk about that for real. We can't talk about that right now. But just know, like, it.
Like Kanye West really just had a free Hoover contest.
That's what I was about to say. Like
gang banging, bro. Is
that
who would have ever thought that
niggas tuned in?
Whoever thought repping the set become pop culture? That's crazy.
It's insane, bro.
Tookie never know it's gonna go this far, huh?
Hey man,
that's
listen.
Wild.
People love it, man. It's about community. It's about togetherness. Yeah. That's what Tokyo Revengers is about. Shit, these niggas just really want to make a new meaning to the word gangbanging, bro. Like, so I don't know. It brings a different story. We know what Tokyo Revengers is really about, even though it's about hands. It's more down to earth hands than like all the shonen fantastical shit that we see with My Hero and everything.
Down to earth hands. It's not.
It's better than niggas throwing an uppercut and it like creates a thunderstorm, bro. Come on, man. Like, niggas is used to My Hero. Niggas is used to JJK.
It's listen. That's been my wave though this year. I like the more, not so shonen-y shonens.
Yeah.
I mean, you got time travel and other aspects to it. That's a little weird.
That's like the only thing though.
I don't think it's as prevalent as people make it seem though.
It's not. It's just that one thing. And we're here to follow the story with Takemichi and go through some heartbreak, man. You know what I mean? That's all it is.
It's more heartbreaking than anything. But I think like it could have low key done without the time traveling, but it is what it is.
Yeah. But hey, man, shout out to them for still making the ranks.
For sure.
I think that's it. The last thing I got on here, Bebop live action got canceled, and Kuroko Basketball's mangaka is also publishing a new one shot. I think this upcoming week. We might not get it in the digital stuff, but it's supposed to be coming.
Yeah, that's way more interesting than the Cowboy Bebop news. I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be another sports giant?
Does it say?
It just says one shot.
Oh no! It says it's gonna be a comedy.
Oh, comedy.
Yeah.
I can see that working. There's some funny moments in Kokodo, so
yeah. So
Kokodo himself is funny, so I think he's gonna be straight.
Yeah. So we'll get to see about that, but
for sure. Well, we had a good week in chapters.
We did. It was a great week. My Hero did a little something. We got to see Invisible Girl's face, Hagakure. We got to see that, but I want to save that talk for like another week. We'll get to that another time. I want to talk about JJK. I'm not
Oh
gonna
yeah, a
hold you.
person died. A person was murdered by the hands of Megumi. That's really, listen. That's a human, a manga human being died and was killed.
Yes,
Megumi got his points the hard way. I respect it.
Yes, most definitely. Like, chapter starts off with the eyeball falling from the sky and like blowing up the side of the building, and we get this guy who's dismembering himself and using like his body parts as explosives. Like, he uses teeth as explosives. Like, it's crazy how he's making his. He kind of works like Andy from Undead Unluck in a way, because he could regenerate all of that shit. But like, he's just throwing detonations, and Megumi's dodging them, of course. But then you got Raimi here trying to attack this man. He's like, "Shawty, what you doing? You need to get out the way. You know, this is not the time to do this. You know." So then we get into her and being like, you know, I just need you to protect me. Like, if you won't protect me, who will? Just be my knight. And he really gave her the be gone thought thing. That's the first thing. He really said, "Shawty, you tripping? Get out my face.
Keep it pushing.
Keep it pushing."
I mean, that's kind of just odd. I mean, in any situation, like, there are people trying to kill me right now. This is really not the time to be talking. Like,
yeah.
Like, you obviously see there's a man spitting his teeth at me and they're exploding. Like, we are not under normal circumstances right now. Like, this conversation can be held down for another. Give me like 5 minutes. Let me get my bearings straight before you get to like talking too much.
Yeah.
Nah, Megumi had to do his thing though. I listen. I like the fact that he held it down 3v1.
Yes, he did. He really did.
And like 3v1, caught a body.
Exactly.
That's crazy. I mean, I love it.
And not only did he caught a body, here's how he caught the body. Kogane pulled up and was like, "Hey yo, new rule been added. Y'all can transfer points." This nigga said, "Oh, word? Bet," and went to work on this nigga.
Oh yeah, because he was just like, "Oh, mission accomplished." He was like,
"I don't care. I gotta do my part, bro.
I gotta do my part now. I gotta do what I gotta do what we're meant here to do." As soon as it's like as soon as he got the green light to go, he was ready. That's why I fuck with him. That's why I love Megumi so much. He was just waiting for the opportunity. He was just being patient. He was just like, "All right, what do I need to do? Because I still need info." As soon as he figured out, like, "Hey yo, things are already taken care of," cool. You're done.
Exactly.
You're done. You're cooked. What a legend. He went legend.
He definitely is a legend. One thing that sucks about it though, because he did get the points off of the guy he got 5 points off the guy, but he didn't get his other points because I think he had 30 something points on him, and because Megumi killed him, he only received 5 points. So he didn't get the rest of the points. So that's kind of a waste. We don't get the points to transfer over. I'm gonna need them to go ahead and add another rule and be like, "Hey, anybody we kill, we need their points too."
Hey, that would be a hard rule. You get to steal. If you kill somebody, you take their points. That should be the next rule they make.
Bro, I'm telling you. Instead of trying to make folks submit and be like, "Give me your points." No, fuck you. Give me your points. No, fuck you. Come on, man. Just.
It's gonna be hilarious when Yuji and Megumi link back up. They're gonna be hit them with like, "Bro, you would not believe what I just went through." Gonna be like, "You first."
This nigga Higuruma, man, let me tell you.
Nah. Yeah, it's gonna be funny when they finally link back up. We still need to figure out. I want to figure out what the hell Hikari and Panda is doing right now.
Yeah, man. I will say the end of this chapter is kind of cool because we finally see the comedian. Like, he finally shows up at the end. Like, we've been waiting on him for the longest. So hopefully we'll see where he takes us with Megumi in the.
Oh yeah. End of this. Yeah, we're gonna see a little bit more of Megumi for this goes on probably a couple more chapters.
I say like another 3 or 4-ish.
I don't know though, man. Listen, I be reading the chapter titles, and you already can tell that Gigi's on his he's too tired to write out a full chapter name, so he's just doing
numbering.
He's just same thing per 8. I'm like, this is gonna be another Shibuya, huh? Give me 151 parts of this. So
yeah, I expect this to happen. We're gonna stay in calling number 1 for a while. I feel it. Probably like 2 volumes.
Yeah, I can see it. won't be too bad though.
Yeah. I'm enjoying this.
No, yeah, it's fun. But no, I think we a couple more chapters. I like that a new character just got introduced. It's always fun when they introduce new characters in the story. I like that a person died. And that person is dead for real. Like that person will not be coming back. Like that person is absolutely done. There's no pump fake death. This guy really died. So that's really cool.
Real quick. Last thing. Gege, you know, they have like the author comments come out for like every time they release a chapter. So Gege's comments this week were, you know, I had some folks come over and they saw that I had an absurd amount of Hunter x Hunter mangas everywhere, and I was kind of embarrassed. To that I say, bro, you are a man of taste. You are a man of culture. Don't worry about that.
Shout out to the GOAT, Ogashi. Shout out to our king on the Big Eyes podcast. There's no one in the game better.
Man.
Ever been better. But that's funny. That's tight though.
Yeah.
But put your stuff back on the shelf. I'm tired of hearing about manga artists living like in complete filth.
That's a fact.
That's disgusting, man. Like, come on, bro. Clean up.
Yeah.
That's why it takes y'all 150 years to like. Probably why y'all like, you know what I'm saying, to be doing stuff. Clean up the space. You can't work when you get this clutter everywhere, my guy.
It's funny. It's like the most creative minds have like the messiest places. It's really weird. I think there's been several studies on that, and it's like, dang, son, like, I think you're smart, but just pick it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But
all right, moving on, because I'm not gonna sit here and talk about dirty rooms. That's low-key disgusting to me.
Yeah. What we can talk about.
That's low-key disgusting. Like, I can be messy sometimes, but I got it. Like, I'll be like, I'm sorry, the roach story killed me. Like, or whatever.
I don't know. I forgot who. Yeah, I forgot
who. The other one, that kills me, bro. Like, come on, y'all can't like. It's not just like messy. They like filth. I mean, like, dog. They talk about like going showering for 7 days with, you know what I'm saying, without showering and shit. Like, oh god, that's so gross. That's so nasty. I couldn't. The life of mangaka. I don't know.
They're getting better.
Good content, man. At least I'm getting great material out of this.
They're getting better. They're getting better. They're getting more breaks. They're getting a chance to like rest up and actually take better care of themselves because they see how hard it is. So, you know, maybe they're doing a lot better nowadays. But that being said, come on, just pick up the manga. Just pick up the manga.
Kaiju number 8.
Kaiju number 8.
Yeah, let's do Kaiju number 8.
This is crazy, dog. I really feel like Kaiju number 8 is going to a very special place. I'm not going to hold you. Like, I think we are entering a new beginning, I want to say, with Kaiju number 8. Because the last few chapters
everything since Kafka been arrested has been heat rock.
Yeah, it really has.
Like, once the general got involved, Division 1 got involved, him having to prove himself, like, you know, learning more about like the kaiju weapons and what those meant, and like the kaiju levels, like Kaiju number 1, Kaiju number 2. It feels like now they're telling me a story somewhat. I mean, that was my issue when I first started reading it. I was like, I feel like there's just a lot of things going on, but it means nothing in the end. Like, now I'm like, okay, there's like some actual repercussions, like some actual history here, like there's some actual substance, like some depth to the, you know, what's going on now. Like it like the things that are happening feel heavier than what they were happening before, because it just felt like, oh, like, you know, it just felt kind of like not nonsense, but just things were happening. You know, like it was just like big explosions and big moments. You're just kind of like, cool. For what though? Like, what does this even mean?
Yeah, like we were seeing people do things, but we weren't seeing like true character. We got introduced to Kafka. We kind of got his backstory and what his motivations are, and now we're just seeing like big things blow up. But we're now stepping into like more of the organization. Like we got the general here who we know his daughter is a part of the First Division now, and she's been handling business. Like, she was one of the strongest people that we first see. But now that the general is in this predicament, he's been fighting Kaiju number 9, and he supposedly lost the fight. It's now in this position where we're telling a new story. Like, where do we go from here? We have a new goal now to where we can find out how can we fix the general. Can we get him back? Can we get introduced to more of the other divisions? Because we only know about the first division and the division that his best friend is in. I forgot her name because it's been a minute since we actually seen her. But yeah, man, we're actually getting into like more story now. We're actually like finding more purpose and what they're going to be fighting for from this point on. Like, I think we're going to be telling a new beginning, and this is a pass the torch type of chapter. You feel me? Because I think that's what the general has been building up and why he's been doing this to the first division.
I hope it is, because to me, is a part of this be feeling like, are we getting like close to the end? Because okay, right now you got to think Kaiju number 9 is really the only main villain we've known so far in this entire series. Obviously, we've had different Kaiju, and we kind of learned that like Kaiju number 9 may have some like either like duplicating ability or something like that, but no. So Kaiju, but Kaiju number 9 is the only one that we've seen so far. Right now, Kaiju number 9 just took out someone who is OP. And you know, so I'm like, I don't know. For me, I'm like, all right, like where are we gonna go after this? Like, if they defeat him now,
that's the interesting thing though. It's like you still got to learn more about the kaiju. Like, we know that Kafka's kaiju is also sentient, so it's like, okay, where did y'all come from? How did y'all get to this point? Like, where we don't know anything about kaiju whatsoever. I think that's where the story can really go and start to shine, because now that we see that there's somebody who is also taken over by a kaiju, and we may potentially lose this person forever now, where do we go from here? And that's where I think it can go to. Like, we got to understand more about the kaiju and what they are, more than just defeating them.
Yeah. Sure. I just don't know. Once again, like, Kaiju number 9 is really the only one that we've known. Like, I mean, obviously they've talked about some of the past kaiju and how they got turned into weapons, but it's just, I don't know. Like, hopefully we start learning more soon and something fast about what everybody is, because I just don't know. Like, although they're starting to tell a story, it feels like they're doing a lot at the end. And sometimes
but that's
what we have seen with some mangas that are trying to save themselves, they kind of do this thing where, like, all of a sudden they just start getting in their bag out of nowhere. Now, unless this is just, you know, something, you know, maybe like you said, we're finally at the point where the author is really trying to make this story a turning point. But nah, I don't know. I'm excited. I'll say this: I'm gonna keep reading. I'm still excited to read. So I'll take it.
Yeah, man. This is just a wait and see thing at this point. Like, I think that's the interesting part, where we get the action, but now that they're actually telling like a decent story, and we're kind of seeing like, hey, y'all aren't really, you know, strong enough to defeat this guy. What are y'all gonna do next? That's where I think we're gonna see like this shit. That's why I think it's the turning point. So yeah, we're just in the wait and see game at this point.
And also, I'm not insinuating that I think Kaiju number 8 is gonna get canceled or is getting close to being canceled. I don't think it's gonna get canceled at all. I think Kaiju number 8 is probably gonna be around for a little bit. Much longer than 52 chapters. So, but at the same time, I'm just kind of like, wow, a lot just kind of happened. Like, the general dying, and we just saw how strong he is, and maybe, you know, maybe this is the first time they do some real killing stuff. I don't know yet.
Yeah, man.
Y'all take a page out of JJK.
I mean, they're turning that way.
Uncle Tommy's not scared to kill anybody, so I don't know. Hungry, yeah. Kikoru had to go see your dad die. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, dark. I like it. I'm starting to like it. More I talk about it, the more I'm liking it.
Yeah. We'll wait see till the next chapter to see what really happens. They got a debrief and all of that.
Okay.
Uh,
Cool. We got all the violent stuff out. Let's get into the cute shit.
yeah. Which one you want to go first? Because I was feeling Blue Box. I'm not gonna hold you.
Man, listen, I've been loving Blue Box.
Yeah, man.
Blue Box has been great.
Yeah, man. It's been so fun. Like we're seeing Taiki grow up a little bit, man. Like he got to make some decisions. I
like the fact that you look at Taiki's struggle, and he's actually taking some L's.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like he's pulling out these gritty, grinding wins, or he's somehow having this miraculous, everything's falling into place perfectly for him. Like,
he's trying to get out the mud.
You know what I'm saying? Like he loses and doesn't get to go to nationals, so he has to pretty much prepare for next year. The girl that he's feeling pretty much says like, nah, we need to be on some just friend stuff. Like, let's not take this any further. But then this new girl comes in that's been that he been knowing for a very long time, and now she's coming in, and he's kind of like, all right, they going to the listen. Shout out to Hina. Everything happened. Listen, comeback player of the week.
Yeah, man. Everything happens for a reason.
Comeback player of the week. Couple friends canceled. She was like, I'm not gonna let up on this opportunity again. She was like, hey, we'll just go together.
Meanwhile, that nigga was really like, bro, take the alley-oop. Take the alley-oop.
Man.
Oh man. But it's funny though, because it was like he went off the train with Hyoto at the university, and they go and see what is it? No, his name is Hyoto, but he went to train with Haruyu at the university.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, nah, he's actually coming here next year. He might be on scholarship. So like they're there to train a little bit, and then Hyoto gives him a little advice like, hey man, you need to loosen up. Like you got some good shots in doubles, but really singles you was stiff, bro. Like if you really want to show some grit, you gotta get it together. Like right now, it's looking like Haruyu and Yusa is going to take over the singles. So we get to see a little bit of Taiki. He's like, yeah, man, I'm really here in this space, and I see all of these tough competitors, and I find myself working the hardest when I'm facing an uphill battle against these competitors. I find myself wanting to outdo them, and I don't want to come from far behind. And then you see Hyoto, who's a man of culture, man. I really dig how he loves the underdog story, man. Everybody loves the underdog story, man. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that. He's like, yeah, man, I really want to see him taking a distance. So shout out to Hyoto for that, giving him some advice to loosen up a little bit. And then we get into the little fireworks scene, man. Him at the festival.
Hina had that boy jaw dropped. Hina pulled up. Hina pulled up in full garb. He was like, my God, who is this? He forgot all about Shorty at home. Shout out to Hina. Listen, I respect it. She came back strong. She stumbled a little bit. She fumbled a little bit. She got her foot in. Finished strong. Good move. I respect it. Good move. Comeback player of the week. That's the biggest thing. Listen, I know Taiki's gonna get cold at badminton. Like, I mean, what else is he gonna do? He ain't got nothing else. He got badminton, bro. So like, he gonna get cold at it. Hina, man, she pulled up though, man. Like that's the big idea. Listen, bro, she wasn't used to rejection. She's not used to taking L's like that. She been a top gymnast her whole life.
She's like, this is unfamiliar. I'm not letting up. She was
like, listen, bro. Taiki knows how to take L's. This don't do nothing to him. Shorty at home telling him, yo, we need to be. That don't mean nothing to him. He's used to taking L's. He knows how to bounce back. Hina, she took a L. She's not used to that. She's not used to losing. So she had listen. You got to see where her mindset's gonna be at. All right, you're going to take, you know what I'm saying? You're going to mess up. Or like when your opportunity comes again, you're going to take, she did it. Shout out to her.
Yeah, man. We got to see how this, we got to see how this goes.
She said that text quick. She was like, yep, two of us will be fine. And hit an emoji with it. She was super serious.
She sent him a cash out to us. Like, appreciate that, Playboy.
Man, listen. Taiki kept it smooth though. Bought the candied apples. He had to make a little recall moment. He turned around. He almost dropped him on the floor. said I'm gonna be a little bit late. She had to spray the Fenty perfume before the Fenty fragrance before pulling up on my mans. Nah, man. Shout out to Hina. Nah, bro. Hina, I'm telling you, she get player of the week. She went crazy. Man. Shout out to her.
She did, man. So hopefully this date turns out pretty well, man. We don't see no cliffhanger, and like we see Chena pull up, and then it's like, oh
no, Chena definitely gonna pull up. She's definitely gonna see Hina and him together. At that moment, Taki's gonna have to make a decision. He's gonna have to make a decision.
He gonna have to make a decision.
Are you gonna continue to be the dead horse, or are you gonna move on from this? Chena already said, bro, like, listen, let's dead it, let's keep it whatever. Okay, cool. I'm out with Hina then. Like, what's the big, like, what's the hold up there? You can't be mad at me. He had to do what he gotta do.
Yeah, man. That's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be crazy next week, man. I
hope they do run into each other.
Yeah. Let them have a little fun first. Let them enjoy the festival.
Oh yeah, they're gonna enjoy the festival. Nah, Chena's gonna pull up at like a high intensity moment. You know what I'm saying? Like
the fireworks are actually gonna shoot off.
Yeah, they're gonna be shooting off, and like Hina and Ty gonna be like holding hands, and Chena gonna like pull up from, like, you know, see him from behind or something like that. You know, it's gonna be like an intense moment. Like, ooh, that's what I'm saying. Ty gonna have to make a decision. Chena gonna pull up, and she gonna be like, oh, so what's this? He's gonna either got to be like, oh, this is what you think it is, or he's gonna tense up like, oh, it's nothing. You gotta make a decision. You gotta make a decision at that point. You gonna claim what it is, or you not?
Yeah, man, we really gonna have to see.
I hope he does.
Oh man, that's gonna be crazy.
Bro, Chena had her chance.
I ain't gonna hold you. This is like some spicy stuff we talking about.
Oh yeah, this super spicy. That's why I love this manga. It's messy. It's about to get messy. This is why I love romance like mangas. They get messy. Messy. I'll be like, oh man. I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
What's the joint I was just reading? It's on the Shonen Jump app. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. It's in my favorites. Nisekoi.
Oh, bro, I started reading Nisekoi. That shit is really
Nisekoi.
Spicy. That we might have to talk about that one day.
He be getting himself into some mess, bro.
He don't even be trying for real. That's the thing.
It just be falling in his lap. He be stuck. He don't know what to do with it.
Like, he really just got set up. Man, I like how we just sidetracked on this. We might have to do it like a Nisekoi talk, because I ain't gonna hold you. That's one of my...
Nisekoi super tough. I'm not so Nisekoi.
Yeah.
But nah, yeah, man, listen. Blue Box is... I can't wait till our end of the year and wrap up, because I got some thoughts. I got some thoughts about this year manga as a whole. But the real king is back this week. That's what I'm most excited to talk about.
Yeah, shout out to Spy Family. We getting back to our regularly scheduled program.
Great chapter. This is a great chapter.
Very good chapter.
I love how Endo's able to how he's able to kind of just pump the brakes on things is something special. Like, the way he can just go from like all this like high intense, the suspense, the battle, the wondering of like, okay, whose secret's on the line right now? Like, man, that was like, you were really into the heat of the moment right there. How he's able to just go from that to like, okay, now we're about to shift back to Anya at school, and then now we about to get like cute, wholesome shit, and then like the way he's able to just do it's special. Spy Family really just is something different. I love this manga.
Yeah, man, and it's not even just that. It's like it seamlessly transitioned. Like, the last chapter was them on like their actual vacation. They actually link up with Yor and have their fun and everything like that, man. Like, we had the bridge chapter to come back home, and we get to this point where Anya coming back to school. She's trying to tell all of her grand exploits on the cruise liner. Like, she wants to make it this big tale, and everybody be like, ooh, Anya doing something crazy. And then Damien come up and be like, yo, I want to be friends with you. She had this whole plan laid out. Overactive imagination, dog. all for Becky to be like, oh, I just rode on that boat last summer, man. Like, it's alright. Just crush shorty dreams.
Nah, yeah, like, Anya had a came through. She thought she had the super flex. She forgot where she was at, though.
Yeah.
She forgot she was at. She had to do this, But I mean, also at the same time, it's probably the first time she ever experienced something like that. So
Oh yeah, definitely.
No, that's the first time she ever been on the boat. So how she gonna go to school and be like, "Yo, I was on this, I was doing that." They didn't have to show my homie down like that, but
and then she had to start lying.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. The line is hilarious. The line that that's I think how that whole scenario played out was absolutely hilarious because first of all, I have a toddler and toddlers over exaggerate everything. Every single thing is over exaggerate everything, bro. It doesn't matter what it is, who they talking about, what the situation is listen, bro, there's reality and then there's what happens in a toddler's mind. What happens in a toddler's mind is 9 times out of 10 the farthest thing from reality that's like ever really happened. But it's hilarious that they have this moment where she's essentially she's telling the truth about a lot of things that happen. Obviously there's some fabrication in there also, but no, it's hilarious that she's telling one of those stories though that's like, no, like this is so like I'm so serious right now that this happened. Like I know it sounds completely unbelievable, but this really happened. And like having a 6-year-old tell a story like that, because like not only do you have the fact that the story is absolutely bananas, you're 6, so you have no trust established at all with anybody. Like no one's gonna believe you at all. No one believes a 6-year-old. A 6-year-old tells a story. A 6-year-old could look at me and tell me the sky is blue. I'd be like, this little guy is probably tripping.
That's nice.
Yeah, sir is Charles. Thanks. But no, it was super hilarious to have that moment. But then even transitioning from that yours bitch ass brother pulls up. That sucks. I hate him. But then you kind of go from that to her kind of having her first discipline moment.
Yeah,
the first time they had to really sit down and tell her yo, you shouldn't lie. But Lloyd
in the back of Lloyd's mind is actually, you can lie, you just got to be effective about your lie. You got to have an alibi, make sure that you got some eyewitnesses. You know what I'm saying?
He was bro, listen, if you're gonna lie, bro, don't halfway lie all the way. Go full throttle, full lie. Don't halfway lie.
And you got Yuri though. He's like, I deal with liars all the time. Me, I lie, but only because I need to protect my sister. So I think I get a pass. He's like, bro, what are you talking about?
I hate him. I hate him forever. I can't wait till Lloyd cleans his with the moment him and Lloyd have to fight. I can't wait. Lloyd gonna put that boy in a body bag. Gonna beat the shit out of him.
You gonna put him in a headlock and be like, yeah, I'm dating your sister still. I'm about to marry your sister. You can join the family or, not. But me and your sister together.
Oh yeah, he gotta stamp that. He be like, yo, listen, bro, I run this household now. She don't need your protection anymore, little bro. Keep move around, live your life. Oh yeah, it's gonna get spicy at the dinner table. It's gonna be crazy at the dinner table. It's gonna happen.
You know what would be a fool? If he ended up dating whatchamacallit? What's her name? Twilight?
Oh no, that ain't happening. Twilight only goes for real niggas. She ain't going for that boy. He gets no play. He gets no babes. That's the name of this episode. Yours brother gets no babes. And that's how we're gonna end this show. Thank you everyone for listening to the Big Eyes Podcast this week. As always, you can catch us on the Lookout RNC. Make sure that you follow wherever, all social media handles. That's the Lookout RNC, and make sure that you subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. Make sure you are also following RNC Radio Live, where we have a conglomerate network of a lot of things. So make sure you go to that A Show Black Variant. Check them all out. Make sure you're subscribed. Once again, wherever you listen to podcasts. Thank y'all so much. Make sure you listen to yesterday's episode of The Lookout as they did their anime yearly wrap up, and our manga wrap up is coming soon. So definitely be on the lookout for that. AD, what's the sign off?
You already know. Please read more manga, watch more anime, and be on the lookout. Only on the lookout for the Big Eyes podcast. Happy holidays.